Hello everyone. This is MySQL section 2, which is introduction to MySQL and SQL. So before starting that, let me revise the section 1. In section 1, we did what is a database, what is data, what is table. Table is collection of rows and column, and we study what is row. Row means a record, and column represents the attribute of a record. And we discuss about the student database system, why we need database system. So in this section 2 we will be learning uh, why we need SQL and what is MySQL. So uh, first of all, let's discuss SQL. SQL is the language of the relational database system, and it stands for structure query language. And SQL is standardized language and used to access the database, and the current latest version of SQL is SQL 2019. So whenever we refer to SQL standard, we mean the current SQL version. Now the question is why we need structure query language. So in the last section, we studied that a database consists of various tables. Okay, so we understand the student school database where we have various tables like teacher table, student table, course table, rooms table. Okay, so let's suppose we have collected this data. Now we need some language uh, to communicate with database system. Okay, like suppose I want to find the how many students opted for science course in a school, and how many students opted for arts course in the school, and I want to know how many teachers are there in science stream who are teaching science course. So that kind of information I need. Or suppose sometime I require a new student join in the school, so I want to add that record in the student table. If a teacher leave the school, then I need to update teacher table. So such kind of operations I want to perform in the database system. So for that, we need some language to communicate with database system. Like I am communicating with you, so I am using taking the help of English language to communicate with you guys. Okay, so everyone needs some language to communicate. So like that, in database system also we need one language to communicate with the data stored in the tables of the database system. Okay, so structure, we for that we use structure query language. It uh, with the help of writing queries, we do the various operations on the data stored in the database system. And this structure query language in short is known as SQL. Okay, so this is all about SQL and need of the SQL. And SQL contains three parts. So we can divide SQL mainly in three broad categories uh, as per the nature of the operations performed by the SQL commands. So it is, first one is DDL. DDL stands for data definition language, which includes statements that help you to define the database and its objects. Example, in DDL uh, contains the commands related to creation of tables, views, triggers, or procedures that you will learn in later sections. So with these we can create any of the uh, object in using DDL language. So under that comes create table, create views, such kind of commands come under DDL language. Right, then second category of SQL command is DML, which stands for data manipulation language. It contains the statement that allow us to update and query the data. So through DML commands, we can update any record in the table, we can delete the record, any kind of updation we can do, we can change the information, plus we can retrieve the information from the database. So basically these kind of commands come in DML, like select, update, delete, etc. So that we will study in more detail in the upcoming sections. Then third category of command is DCL. DCL stands for Data Control Language, and which contain command related to permissions. Through DCL commands, we can grant permission to the user. We can take back the permission of any user. Okay, so like you can see that in database system we have an admin who have full rights, then we have users who have limited rights. So such kind of permissions we can control through DCL. Okay, that also we will learn more in detail in upcoming section. So as you can see in this diagram, we structure query language basically help us to retrieve the information from the database. So here are the categories of SQL, DML. Under DML comes select, insert, update, delete. DDL, in DDL comes create, table, alter, drop, truncate. DCL, grant, revoke, and another is transaction control language, so which is advanced one. Okay, uh, next is what is MySQL? MySQL, as we discussed in the first section as well, it is a database management system. So through which we can maintain our database, and it is the combination of two words, my and SQL. MySQL is a database management system that allow you to manage relational databases. It open source software backed by Oracle. So MySQL basically a open source software. It means that open source means that we can change its source code to suit your needs. Okay, so whenever you are using MySQL, so we can developers or other persons can change the its source code as per their requirement. Of course, we need some coding knowledge for that. Everyone can't do that. And third one is, even through MySQL is open source software, you can buy a commercial license version. We can buy commercial license version as well to support premium services. There are advanced services for that we can purchase, but basic things we can maintain through MySQL. MySQL is pretty easy to master in comparison with other database softwares like Oracle database or Microsoft SQL Server. It is very much easy to learn. MySQL can run on various platforms like Unix. It is mostly platform independent like Unix, Linux, Windows, iOS. So you can install it on server or even on a desktop. Besides, MySQL is reliable, scalable, and fast. So as you can see that it can run on multiple platforms. So in my system, I have Ubuntu. So there also I have installed MySQL. And so this is all about this section. So let's summarize this. So in this section we learn about SQL, what is structure query language, what is MySQL, it is a DDMS system. Then we learn DDL, DML, and DCL. These are the three components of SQL. DDL stands for data definition language, DML data manipulation, and DCL data control language. So this is all about section 2. In section 3, we will discuss in the next video. In that we will learn how to install MySQL in the system. So this beginner section is basically related to MySQL only. So in this I will be covering all the topic related to it. So till then you watch this and understand it. We'll meet in the next section. Thank you. Bye bye.